Divine Fest, so it's time. It's finally been revealed. We were getting all of these little comments and, little posts by Gameloft saying that there's kind of going to be a divine event, but it's not going to be a divine event. And we've finally got some information about this. So they posted this image earlier that said, it's time to partay, with a picture of Freyja at the bottom, and they posted this on the forums with a little bit of a snippet of information, but essentially there's going to be a new series of divine events called Divine Fest. So we don't have full details on this, but it does mean the divines are coming back. But they said, after escaping chronification at the hands of the tyrants and helping to save Dragonlandia, it's about time the divine dragons let their hair down. Today we're celebrating the Divine Fest, a series of divine events aimed at giving the divines something to celebrate. We'll be revealing everything about this event next week, including of course the divine dragons, new and old, that will be taking part in the festivities. And on Monday we'll be revealing a brand new feature for the divine events that aims to give more control when collecting divine dragons, so stay tuned for that. Until then, enjoy the hype and the speculation, winky face. So, the big sentence to take out of that I think sounds quite interesting is actually the bottom one that says they aim to give more control when collecting divine dragons. And I know I'm going to reference Dragon City for a second here, but they could do a lot of things to make it more less RNG heavy for some of the dragons, because if I go into my game, you'll see how many divines I have, like the chest dragons that I just never got the pieces for, whereas some people just got really lucky. So Dragon City has a way of some of the pieces you can collect over time, and you can collect things out of guaranteed chests and things like that. DML isn't super different for Dragon City, but there are a few ways that they could, if they made it similar to Dragon City in some ways, that would be a more guaranteed way. So for anyone that has or does play Dragon City, you probably know what I mean. So if that sort of thing potentially comes in, that might mean that we can just trade in a set of items for a set dragon, which I think would be infinitely better, or just as an add-on to what we already have. So I'm interested in that. And plus they did say new and old divines, so there will be new and old divine dragons. And we got this image of Freyja, and going back on Facebook I did find the old one that said missing the divines, and it had the picture with Freyja, Odin, Chrono, Erlang and Chang. Whether these dragons have been put on there as random or not, well, we'll find out, but there's also the possibility that maybe they were put there intentionally. So we might see all of these dragons returning in the new Divine Fest. And also, pay attention, it says a new series of divine events aimed at giving the divines. So, that means not just one mini event, it could be multiple. So, what could this possibly mean? It might be a month-long set of events, but instead of it being like a Dragon Board event, or just lots of dungeon events, it might be different from, say, solo events, and it might be a different kind of event, and followed by a different kind of event. We'll have to see what it's like, because obviously, like all things, there's the possibility for it to be very pay to win. There's also the possibility for it to not be pay to win. So, I'm hoping that the second last sentence that they wrote actually does ring true, and there is some higher level of control, and I hope that control doesn't rely solely on lots and lots of money. But, to be able to get all of these divines that I just missed, and some of the ones that I missed by quite a lot, that would be lovely. Like my chest luck, I've never gotten a full chest drop for a divine or ancient ever. So, just being able to get some of these old dragons would be fantastic for me, because I've got lots of duplicates of existing dragons. Like, if we go into my eggs and I search by divine, we've got a few duplicates, and we've also got a few duplicates actually on my island for divines, but I don't have a super huge, array of divine dragons. So, to see them come back is a positive. I want to see what the new ones are, and I want to see exactly how they're going to implement this. But, Freyja is a big dragon, so I know a lot of people have been waiting for Freyja to come back. because, you know, exception dragons are good, divines are just really good at the moment because of Wonder Acceptance, and, you know, dragon collector points. I like some dragon collector points because we do need to get to Pinata and Moth eventually. We'll get there one day, but I guess we'll see what's going to happen, because they have left it to speculation. But do note they said that they were going to reveal more information next week, which probably means that the event itself won't be coming out until after, either late next week or the week after. That's what it sounds like from their phrasing to me. So we've got probably another week to wait before we either have the event or we find out exactly what's going to be going on. So make sure you are ready for the upcoming events. You know, make sure you get as much food in now as you can. Don't spend too much of your food if you can. If you are a newer player, you're probably better off having a set of even dragons at the moment, and then depending on how the events run, and I'm talking really early player, then you'll be able to level up your dragons a bit, and then you'll probably get a head start in the event, because that's what lots of people do in, say, castle events and things like that when you start on a brand new account, because the event dragon levels, well, they used to be based off of your highest dragon's level. So if you kept them all at the same level and hoarded a bit of food for, say, a week, maybe 2 weeks, then what you could do... Oh no, Ness has fallen asleep. But then what you could do is just spend that money when the event starts, and then pretty much every single event battle is easily done. But again, we'll have to wait and see what the events are like, because they did say they're new. A new set of mini Divine events, essentially, as part of Divine Fest. So, yeah, people that have been waiting for a Divine event, it's coming. For those of you that don't have a Divine, this is going to be hopefully a fantastic opportunity for you to make your teams infinitely better. Because remember, if you get a Divine, like any Divine, it doesn't actually matter which Divine, then you can pretty much finish the map with level 90 dragons. If you get an Ancient, you can finish it with level 80s. So, I would say that it's an important time for you to focus on. So, while your general gameplay every day, like doing your map battles, doing all your daily quests, doing dungeon, grinding enchantment, that's all important. But getting a Divine, especially early on, is more important than, like, all of it. It's just the difference between someone that has a Divine and someone that doesn't. So very different of an experience. And actually, speaking of which, we do have a clan event starting in 2 days and 22 hours. So that's another reason why I'm inclined to believe that we probably won't have a Divine event happening. Although we do have clan events run simultaneously to major events sometimes, but other times they try and time them so they're not at the same time frame, but we'll see, but, you know, let me know what you think, and if you've got any specific ideas as to what you think they might do, if there's anything I've missed, any secret information, let me know, but they will be revealing more next week, so not very long to wait now, but, just giving you the heads up, so hopefully we'll say hello to Freyja, and some new and some old dragons, but until next time, keep guessing.